Alright. An author whose name we got a few times already. And we're gonna get them quite a lot in series 4 as well. I mean, just in general, like they have been writing almost every single series. I think no, they actually have. I think legitimately they have written in every single series. Besides series 8, that's the only one I'm seeing here that have not written anything for. The last one we had of Tanhoney is, I believe, to be 2874. 2874. Oh, that one was good. It's the count. It's the explosion countdown. Remember where like the number 13 is in the title, and then throughout like the SCP you see like 12, 11, 10, blah, blah, blah. Like the countdown will like go on and on further down. Yeah, that was actually really good. That's coming out this month on my YouTube channel. That one is such a good one, and that was from Tanhoney. Okay, now we got from them. Well, that's a long ass title. 19-year-old Jessica Lambert and a female pig of abnormal size forever. That is a very long ass title. I think after this, well, I will have to go to the bathroom very quickly, but let's see here. Warning, the file you are reading is an outdated version. Please proceed to update the log for current containment procedures and summary. Object class Euclid. Special containment procedures SB3127, currently located at Site 43, is to be contained in a 5-meter cubed chamber and fed twice a day in accordance with Nutritional Chart 1. SB3127's containment chamber is to be kept under guard by 2 security personnel at all times. The mental health of SB3127 is to be monitored by an on-site therapist for ease of containment. SB3127 is not to come into physical contact with any personnel outside of testing. Okay, description. SB3127 is a 19-year-old woman named Jessica Lambert, a former resident of Illinois. SB3127 displays no abnormal physical characteristics for an individual of its age and is in sound mental condition, bearing minor stress inherent to containment. When SB3127 makes physical contact with another human being, that individual adopts the emotional state of SB3127 at the time of contact. The affected individual is then unable to feel emotions outside of said state for 20 to 30 minutes. There appears to be no permanent effect on the affected individual after this emotional state fades. Okay. Interesting, so they lose all emotions, huh? Or at least the emotional states from Jessica. Wait, hold on, let me read that again actually. It's not... No abnormal physical and is in sound, mental, and bearing minor stress inherent to containment, makes another human into emotional state. Okay, so if she was panicking and then you touch her, you start panicking too. Gotcha. Now I understand. The SB3127 was brought into containment after Foundation agents intercepted communications from FBI's Unusual Incidents Unit regarding a girl who had contacted them claiming to have psychic powers. Yeah, it's very like Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy, like, you know, touching you and be like you're sleepy, and then you feel sleepy. But it's more like whatever you feel, you go make them feel as well. Although these reports were dismissed as a common hoax by the UIU, Foundation agents already in the area independently investigated and confirmed these claims, subsequently bringing SB3127 into containment. Family and friends in were administered a Class B amnestic and led to believe SB3127 had died in a car accident. Addendum 1. On the 11th, 19th, 2015, approval was given for SB3127 to be exposed to a number of other anomalous items for cross-testing purposes. As no unexpected results occurred during these experiments, they have thus been filed as irrelevant materials. Full logs are available upon request from Site 43 Archive Department. Addendum 2. On the 12th, 10th, 2016, SB3127 reported feeling ill to supervising staff and subsequently gave birth to a live female piglet. despite displaying no signs of pregnancy beforehand. I just now, like, I was thinking of my cousin, and like how come I still haven't heard from him, and then I just completely skipped over the fact that she gave birth to a pig. What? SCP-3127 perished during this process due to the complication arising during emergency surgery. The live piglet, which also has displayed anomalous properties, is currently awaiting classification. Huh? Huh? But it's not considered neutralized, so the piglet must be... Okay, let's just keep on reading. Update log. Update 12/18/2016. Now we have Euclid. SCP-21 is to be contained in a 5 meter cubed chamber and fed twice a day in accordance with nutritional chart -1. SCP 3127's containment chambers will be kept under guard by 2 security personnel at all times. SCP-3127 is not to come into physical contact with any personnel outside of testing. And now here we have SCP-3127 is a sapient female piglet. SCP-3127 is capable of vocalization using the voice of Jessica Lambert, of whom it claims to have no knowledge. Instead, SCP-3127 claims to be the Duchess Isabella III, a British aristocrat from the year 1827. History shows no records of such an individual existing during that time period, suggesting that this is falsehood or delusion on SCP-3127's part. Reminds me of Animal Farm, with the pigs, you know, were talking and all that stuff. Of course, they couldn't, like, I don't think humans understood what they were saying, but, you know, still. Any individual who comes into physical contact with SCP-3127 is instantly transformed into a female piglet capable of vocalization in the voice of Jessica Lambert. Okay, don't touch the pig. While in this state, affected individuals claim to have no memory of their previous identity. This state lasts for 50 to 60 minutes and there appears to be no permanent side effects once affected individuals return to their original form. Okay, so they've transformed back, but the piglet is still there. And then on 12/29/2016, routine medical analysis of SCP-3127 revealed the presence of a tumorous growth within its brain. Within the next 24 hours, this growth rapidly expanded, bursting out of SCP-3127's skull and causing its death. The growth then exchanged its shape into that of a 19-year-old Jessica Lambert. What the fuck? Changing its biology completely into that of a human being over the course of the next hour. A full update to this file is pending following complete analysis of this new SCP-3127 iteration. No wonder there's like 5 updates. It probably goes back and forth between pig and human. Oh my god. Euclid, SCP-3127 is containment chamber is to be kept under gun. Mental health of SCP-3127 is to be monitored by on-site therapists for ease of containment. SCP-3127 is not to come into physical contact. The first sign of illness from SCP-3127, supervising staff are to prepare for an imminent MOCUS event. At the time of writing, SCP-3127 is a humanoid entity with the appearance of a 19-year-old woman identical to the deceased Jessica Lambert. Yeah. And SCP-3127 claims to have no memories of prior knowledge relating to Jessica Lambert, or instead claims to be a pig farmer named Isabella Stanford from the year 1827. Okay. Wait, 27 again? Yeah. Okay. In place of internal organs, SCP-3127's body contains a large number of organisms superficially resembling domestic pigs of various shapes and sizes. Despite the fact that the analysis has revealed that these organisms do not actually function as organs, SCP-3127 has displayed no discomfort or health issues, suggesting it possesses a secondary anomalous effect keeping it alive. When informed of its physical abnormalities, SCP-3127 showed little concern and claimed that its body had always been that way. Furthermore, SCP-3127 does not appear to require food, water, or sleep. When SCP-3127 comes into physical contact with another human being, that human beings' internal organs are instantly replaced with pig-like organisms identical to those within SCP-3127's body. This invariably results in the death of the individual making physical contact with SCP-3127 who does not share secondary anomalous properties. The pig-like organism that replaced the individual's internal organs died 2 to 3 minutes later. That's a... I understand because it's a pig, but like that's a weird pull. Due to the past incidents involving iterations of SCP-3127, SCP-3127 is expected to spawn a new anomalous organisms before perishing itself in the near future. Henceforth, such occurrences will be referred to as Mokus events. It has also been determined that research staff should conceal this likelihood from SCP-3127 in order to avoid causing its undue mental stress. Addendum 1, as expected, on the 1st 11/2017, SCP-3127 reported feeling ill in the same manner as the original SCP-3127. Staff accordingly prepared for an imminent Mokus event. An hour later, SCP-3127 orally expelled all the pig-like organisms within her body before subsequently expiring. The pig-like organisms then merged and coalesced together into a female pig of abnormally large size. Full update to this file is pending following announcement of this new SCP-3127 iteration. Interesting how they keep updating it and they just don't have like a main file saying like it has like changed between human and pig in different ways and adopted a different name. Update 1st 14/2017. Object class Euclid SCP-3127 is to be contained at a 5 meter cube. Also, okay. All staff working with her are to wear noise deafening headwear at all times and interacting with it. SCP-3127's containment chamber is to be kept on the ground. Yep, that's all. At the first signs of illness. Okay, that's all the same. SCP-3127 is a sapient female pig of abnormally large size, capable of vocalization in the voice of deceased 19-year-old Jessica Lambert, the entity initially designated as SCP-3127. SCP-3127 believes itself to be the corpse of Jessica Lambert, often asserting that it is dead and requesting burial. The corpse? Jesus. In place of internal organs, SCP-3127's body contains a large number of organisms resembling miniature versions of Jessica Lambert, all of which are constantly screaming, despite the fact that analysis has revealed that these organisms do not actually function as organs. SCP-3127 has displayed no discomfort or health issues. When informed of its physical abnormalities, SCP-3127 showed little concern and claimed that, as it is dead, the state of its body is of no concern to it. Furthermore, SCP-3127 does not appear to require food, water, or sleep. Any individual who hears the screaming of SCP-3127's internal organs will instantly come to believe that they are the corpse of Jessica Lambert. Mirroring SCP-3127's behavior in requesting burial. There are no known means of reversing SCP-3127's effect. Oh, so amnestic does not work. Due to past incidents involving iterations of SCP-3127, SCP-3127 is expected to undergo a Mokus event in the near future in which it spawns a new instance of SCP-3127 before perishing itself. I love how even the Foundation's like, yeah, okay, it's going to happen eventually, guys. Death comes from us all, kid. And then on the 1st 29th 2017, all of SCP-3127's internal organs attempted to a simultaneous escape from its body, emerging from its stomach and killing it in the process. Only one internal organ survived initial emergence, instead of suffering sudden heart failure 3 minutes later. A bunch of like small Jessica Lamberts just going. All the internal organs decomposed into the base materials shortly after expiration. An intact organ, over the course of the next 3 days, expanded in size and changed shape so as to become a creature resembling a hybrid between a domestic pig and deceased 19-year-old Jessica Lambert. At the end of this process, it spontaneously reanimated and began pacing around the containment chamber. Full update to file pending. Update 2nd 2017. Euclid still, yeah. Five failed tries. SCP-3127 is to be gagged at all times. As an additional precaution, all staff working with SCP-3127 are to be equipped with noise cancelling headwear when interacting with it. SCP-3127 its containment chambers will be kept on. Yeah, okay. The first signs of illness from. Yeah, mucus event. Yeah, okay. Description: SCP-3127 is a humanoid entity resembling a hybrid between a domestic pig and a deceased 19-year-old Jessica Lambert. Oh, now it's a hybrid. Oh, fuck. Now it's both. SCP-3127 appears to be sapient due to expressive hand gestures it has made towards staff on several occasions, but is unable to speak due to the fact that it is constantly screaming. Any individual who hears the screaming of SCP-3127, even if it is muffled or otherwise obscured, will instantly be transformed into a corpse identical to that of a 19-year-old Jessica Lambert. And now it makes me just wonder if you even want to like interact with this one at all. You know what I mean? Like, is this even a good idea to interact with? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. And now, so this corpse has shown that despite the human appearances, they are genetically identical to a domestic pig. According to non-verbal interviews conducted with SCP-3127, it believes itself to be Jessica Lambert, claiming to have been suffering a series of nightmares after the expiration of its original body. SCP-3127 apparently has no control over its vocalization, nevertheless frequently attempting to muffle or otherwise obscure them. SCP-3127 has expressed significant distress at the prospect of further mucus events and has requested that personnel attempt to prevent them. Research into this is ongoing. Yeah, how the fuck do you prevent it? It just kind of happens, huh? And then on the 2nd, 13th, 2017, SCP-3127 submitted the following written message to research staff. Please read this and really do what it says, okay? Not just say you'll consider it. This is your fault. You said you just a few tests with some weird bullshit and nothing happened, and now I'm some pig freak and you're just watching and writing it down in your clipboards, and fuck you. Fuck you. I'm sorry. Please, please, please do something. I feel like I'm just like not even me anymore, and I'm not even sure if I'm wrong about that. Sometimes I forget I'm not a pig. Please help me. Random 1. She's clearly suffering. Yeah, time to. Again, I feel like if a SCP asks you, hey, please just kill me. I know some will ask that, and if you do kill them, something bad happens. Yeah, I know. But they're still suffering. I feel like there should be like a way to like make it easier for the anomaly to not suffer so much. As part of an effort to prevent further mucus events, SCP-3127 is to be transferred immediately to Research Installation 33 for extensive testing. Current update. Last one. Oh, it's Keller now. Fuck. Special containment procedures. SCP-3127 is currently contained in a soundproof chamber in Containment Bunker 41, located several kilometers away from Site 18. All personnel working for SCP-3127 are to be equipped with noise-cancelling headgear at all times. Any messages originating from SCP-3127 are to be transcribed by observing personnel. Any organisms comprised by SCP-3127 are to be terminated and incinerated in order to prevent their numbers from growing uncontrollable. Researchers are to focus all efforts on preventing further mucus events. Description: SCP-3127 is the facility formerly known as Research Installation 33, which transformed into a domestic pig of the same size upon the arrival on the 2nd, 21st, 2017 of the anomalous entity previously designated as SCP-3127, a 19-year-old woman named Jessica Lambert. Despite its abnormal size, genetic testing has shown no difference between SCP-3127 and a non-anomalous domestic pig. SCP-3127 has shown no need for food, water or sleep, and does not move unless prompted through physical stimuli. Ever since the moment of its initial appearance, SCP-3127 has been observed to intermittently scream in the voice of Jessica Lambert. Any living animal that hears SCP-3127 screaming will instantly be transformed into a creature resembling a hybrid between a domestic pig and Jessica Lambert. These creatures appear to have the same level of intelligence as a normal domestic pig and will behave accordingly. Analysis of SCP-3127's screaming pattern has shown that the gaps between its vocalization are consistent and can be translated into Morse code, a method of communication the original SCP-3127 had limited knowledge of. Thus far, SCP-3127 has only delivered the following messages through this method. Where am I? Make it stop. OINK. Morgan's event ongoing. Further updates pending. That's a horrible fate. A horrible fate to have. Because it's clear that she's just suffering. And you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Pinocchio scene where the kids become donkeys. And it's like fucking traumatizing. Like all the kids are like yelling and like begging not to be transformed, and then once they become full donkeys they can't even speak anymore. They just the entire time, you know. That terrified. Pinocchio as a kid terrified me in so many ways. The donkey transformation and then the whale eating people, that like, it was terrifying. So yeah, I can imagine she's not having a good time. She's like absolutely suffering. She wishes they would just take her out of misery, but they won't. They won't. They just won't. They won't. They're like, oh, we gotta keep observing. We gotta keep this curing and containing part. We gotta keep that part of it. Like, I wonder if ethics committee in this moment does say like, just kill her, like, end her suffering. Like, what are you doing? Like, there's no need for you to like keep her alive. She's like terrified. Her mental state is getting worse and worse. And also, I would argue, the fact that she's screaming is also because like the Foundation is keeping her alive for so long that all she now knows is to scream. I have a pig's mouth and I must scream. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's part of the problem here. This reminds me of that marble guy SCP. The one we read last weekend, you mean? Speaking of which, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.